So let's be real, banks kinda suck. They take our money that we deposit into them, invest it, and give us the tiniest amount in returns from investing our money. And when I say the tiniest, I mean microscopic. The average interest return to saving accounts holders in America is 0.37%. That's less than half of 1%. Despicable. Today, we will discuss the banks that return higher percentages to account holders, and we'll talk about other features they have that make them great places to hold your hard-earned green. But first, please like the video and subscribe to Financial Freedom if you dig personal finance content. 1. The first bank is SOFI Bank. Yes, SOFI doesn't only exist to beat you over the head for money, they loaned you to go to school. They also officially became a bank last year, and they offer savings and checking accounts that have consistently been one of the best out there when it comes to features and higher paying rates. Right now, you can earn up to 3.75 APY, or annual percentage yield, with no account fees or minimum balances. That's pretty good when compared to other more known institutions that have been in the banking game way longer. When you open up a SOFI account online, it comes with both checking and savings. The 3.75 APY is for the savings account, is only available if you set up direct deposit into that account. You get 2.5% for your checking account, still pretty good. But if you don't set up direct deposit, you only get 1.2% APY in both accounts, which is still pretty damn good comparatively speaking. Other features include the ability to easily move money back and forth between accounts with no limits, a $50 overdraft protection cushion, and 2-day early check deposit if you set up direct deposit. They also have what they call vaults or sub-accounts that you can use to set up your savings accounts to save for different purposes under that one account. The downside of signing up with SOFI is that you have to set up direct deposit to get the full benefits of having the accounts with them. 2. Ally Bank is well known in the online banking game because they offered high-yield savings accounts for a while now. In fact, currently with Ally Savings, they offer 3.4 APY in their savings account. A little under SOFI, but still leaps and bounds ahead of what most other stingy institutions do. Other features include no monthly maintenance fees, no minimum balance requirements. Also, they have what they call savings buckets, which is similar to SOFI's saving vaults. You can put money in different savings buckets or sub-accounts to save for different purposes. They also have something called boosters, where you can take money left over after purchases round up to the nearest dollar and deposit those funds into your savings account. This is a good way to save even as you spend. Other features include 2-day early direct deposit and free ATM withdrawals from 44,000 all-points ATMs. But if you end up not using one of the free locations, Ally will refund you up to $10 pre-billing cycle, which gives you more flexibility. Also, you also get checking account buckets, which are similar to the savings buckets, but they're more geared towards spending as opposed to saving. These buckets are good for setting up and sticking to budgets. One downside with Ally is the checking account's APY. You only get 0.25% APY, which is not great compared to others on this list. But giving the other pluses described, this is a great option. The banks we covered so far are online banks. And while they are great options, I personally prefer online banks. The obvious downside is that there are no physical locations, so there are no in-person banking options. With all online banks, depositing physical cash into your account can be annoying. You may have to go to a store that your bank is contracted with, maybe a 7-Eleven or check cashing place, and basically pay them money to accept your cash deposit and put it in your online bank. This can be quite lame, so I want to include at least one traditional bank in this list for all you brick and mortar lovers out there, and that bank is 3. Capital One. Capital One's 360 saving account is an APY of 3.4% with no monthly fees or minimum requirements. You can also set up automatic deposits into your savings account. You can create multiple saving accounts for multiple saving goals. This is different from the sub-accounts approach in the other banks we have discussed. They also have Capital One cafes around, where you can do your banking and get a cup of joe in the same place, which is pretty cool. Capital One is a decent choice because it gives you the higher APYs that online banks do, but you get access to physical locations to do in-person banking if need be. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. They also have a really user-friendly app for managing your funds on your cell phone. Furthermore, they have a 360 checking account option that gives you access to 70,000 ATMs with no bank fees and 2-day early check deposits. But I would say the downside of Capital One is the checking account. You only get 0.1 APY, which, let's be real, is pretty sucky. So if you decide to open a 360 checking and savings account, to make sure to move all of your extra money to your savings account where it will get a higher return. The next bank offers the highest APY on the list. So let's get to it. Number 4, WealthFront Bank. Well, it's actually not a bank, it's technically a cash account that has a bunch of benefits and can offer more than what most banks can, with some drawbacks. Starting with the APY, that number is 4.05%. Oh wow. So what is this cash account thing, and how are they able to offer such a high APY? WealthFront is a cash management account, so they contract with other banks that actually hold the funds that they manage for you. This is what allows them to offer things like zero account fees, no minimum requirements to get the 4.05% APY, access to funds 2 days earlier with direct deposit, and also an FDIC insured amount of $2 million, which is higher than $250K offered with most banks. They also have savings categories, which is their equivalent to the buckets offered by Ally and the vaults offered by SOFI. They allow you to set up different sub-savings accounts to save for different goals. They offer a way to track your net worth over time by adding assets and liabilities to your profile. You can also set up investment for long-term savings. WealthFront is a great option for people that want a high-yield account and are ready to put away higher amounts of money for long-term savings. The downside to WealthFront is there is no way to deposit physical cash, so this is probably a no-go for my brick-and-mortar lovers out there. Also, you cannot send checks yourself. They can send checks for you, but not internationally, and you have to have a balance of $2,500 across all your accounts, and you need to have a direct deposit of more than $250 for them to send checks for you. The next bank I'm going to discuss is for all those environmentally and socially conscious folks out there. As I stated at the beginning of this video, banks in general kinda do suck. And one of the reasons that they suck is because they often do unscrupulous things. For instance, I don't know if too many of you all know, but HSBC was charged with laundering money for drug cartels from 2004 to 2007. Unscrupulous doesn't even really begin to describe what that is. So for all you out there who care about society at large and the environment, I give you number 5, Aspiration Bank. This bank is another cash management company similar to WealthFront, so they also contract with other banks that hold your funds, but while they manage them. So for this reason, you could get $2.5 million worth of FDIC insured money. But the main draw of this bank is that you can use your money to do socially responsible things. Those things include the option to round every purchase you make up to the nearest dollar to plant 1 tree per purchase. Every time you buy gas with the card, they will offset those carbon emissions. They offer 10% back on every purchase you make with a socially conscious merchant. They have a list of these merchants that they do this offer with. They also take 10% of their total profits and donate it to charity. As for the downside, they only offer 1% APY on their savings account. You can get 3%, but that is only applicable for those who pay $5.99 per month for an Aspiration Plus plan. If your main goal is to get a high yields on your savings account, and Aspiration is not for you. But if your main goal is to be a friend of the environment and society, it is. Okay, that'll do it for this video. I would like to invite you guys to check out some of our other finance videos, and please like this one and subscribe to the channel. Thanks and have a prosperous day.